here's a real quick video look at the Generations Megatron based off the Bludgeon mold. It was originally an Asian exclusive release. It came over here in special packaging along with saying there's a hotspot and a power dive repaint and another one. I can't remember who the fourth one was, but they came over and they painted this Bludgeon up to look like a G2 Megatron with a new head. Well, I mean G2, not a Bludgeon head at any rate. So yeah, this I actually got like this is not something I would have picked up on my own, I don't think, but I got this free with source points at TFsource. And if you don't know how that works, it's kind of like Geek points if you ever use ThinkGeek. But basically, when you shop there, you earn points with your account. And then when you buy something, when you pass a certain threshold, you can use points to get things. So like, and it's not limited to just one. If you buy like, if you've got like 600 points and you buy like $100 worth of stuff, and there's something that's 20 points, you could get. Let me do the math here. Like you could get 30 of them if you wanted to. There's no limit on how many rewards you can get once you cross that minimum threshold if you have the points for it. So it's a pretty neat program, and without going into it too much, it let me get, with one of my most recent purchases, I got this Megatron for free. So, and he's not bad. I think Bludgeon is still I feel the best use of this mold, which makes sense since that's what it was designed to be. But as a nice G2 Megatron homage, it's not bad. The sword does come. It still, as you can see, a little bit. It's not perfectly straight. The way it's packaged, it comes very warped. And you just hit it with a hairdryer or put it in some like not quite boiling water, soften it up, just pull it straight, and then run it under some cold water, or stick it in the freezer if you can keep it straight once you've got it positioned the way you want. But when just heat it up, it gets real soft and wobbly, straighten it to where you want it to be, and then just get it cool really quick, or just hold it till it cools. And you can straighten that out very easily. Same with this pistol right here. It was very droopy, and it's still not quite perfect, but heat it up with a hairdryer from about at least this far away. You don't want to get right up on it because you can melt the plastic. But until it straightens up, and then just let it cool while holding the position however you would choose to cool it, and you can fix those things quite easily. So yeah, there's the sword that comes out. He's got the little dagger that stores in here as well. We'll take that. Oh, I didn't realize that piece turned when you open it on the previous versions, but that's kind of cool. So yeah, there's that, and there he is underneath it with the purple body and everything. Turret turns like a tank do. So nice. Go ahead and pop the treads off. We'll go ahead and transform him here. I'll bring the legs out. Pop them off of here. Get the legs out. Rotate this whole assembly down here, or out and around. Bring this up and over. I'll lift this up. Just gonna fold these in and around. You should be, come on. I guess while you're doing this, fold this down first. There we go, then fold this down. It's just a matter of getting everything in there. But basically you want these to end up on the outside of the legs while they're down, and you bring these and snap them in. Takes a little bit of force the first time, but you just kind of push these in until they snap into place, like that. Bring them around, flip that down, lift this panel up, flip the foot down, and that's actually the backwards, so rotate the foot all the way around, like that. And there is his foot. Do the same over here. Come to the front of the tank, split these open. These are going to be his arms. Rotate them down, bring the arm down and around, flip that panel down. It transforms exactly the same way as Bludgeon. I really shouldn't be focusing too much on this. We've seen it before, but flip that down. Once you got all this in place, it takes a little bit of effort. You take here and you want to push it so it pops the head up. And it really clips into place really tightly. So there we go. Push it all the way up until it snaps. Now his head is popped up. We'll get him up. Let me stand him up here and we'll get him all in frame here. He just stand. There we go. And there's Megatron. in robot mode. And it's a neat head sculpt. You can rotate this off to the side, and you can open this up, and again, the sheath with the little dagger comes out. The dagger comes out, and it can store right here on his side, or through here. There's a couple of places you can store that through here, and store the sword through there if you wish. They don't angle, which is kind of a shame. They stick straight back, but there is a sheath there for the swords. You can also pop it right in here, and it feels like they may have adjusted those hands to not be quite so tight and not risk snapping the hands, popping the sword in. So that's a bonus, I guess. But all in all, like, I like to close this up and fold it and fold it off to the side so it's not visible sticking up out of the top. And like I said, the head sculpt here is actually not bad for a G2 Megatron. I kind of dig it. The rest of it, like I said, he's a green and purple tank like he was in G2. That's great. But I just don't know if it works here as a robot, which is why I haven't picked it up before now. Like I said, it's very clearly bludgeon. I feel like it's very, like, the skeletal limbs worked very well for Bludgeon, who's supposed to be a skeleton. For Megatron, they're not great. I feel like it was just like, hey, we have a tank, let's make it a Megatron, and let's give it a new head, and that was really all the thought they put into it. Because as a tank, it looks fine. As a robot, I'm really not impressed with it. Like I said, if I hadn't gotten it for free, I probably would not have picked this up. But I did get it for free, and that's kind of cool. So yeah, there's the benefit of source points. I figured if I had the points, I've been building them up for a while, and I had enough, and I figured I'd check him out. So he's not completely horrible, but like I said, there are so many better versions of this mold. Get Bludgeon. If you can't find him, get Bonsaitron. Both of them, I think, make much more effective and better use of the mold than Megatron does. But if you got the source points, like I said, you can get them for free at TFsource if you've got enough points. And I can't fault him for that. I would not have paid full price for him. But yeah, there he is, Generations Megatron. GDO, the Asian exclusive version. I don't know exactly what they're called. GDO Megatron. Also, back Mighty #9 on Kickstarter. Do it.